Thank you for tuning in on Devotions here today. Okay, now all this week we're going to be looking at the power of prayer. I'm going to be upfront. When we get together for Devotions, we should be talking more about the Word and more about prayer than, I guess, anything else. So what I want to do, I want to first start here, James chapter 1, verse 5. It says, "Now if any of you is lacking wisdom, let him ask of God, who gives generously to everyone here without reproach, and it will be given to him." Now, I want to be sure that you're listening to this. This is what it's saying. A lot of times we're really not sure what the will of God is, or, we have a bad habit of, I want what I want, my flesh wants something, but we're not seeking God's face. The first thing I do when I've got decisions to make is I say, God, what is it you want me to do? This is what wisdom's talking about. Saying, God, what is it you want in my life? I'm telling you, you'll save yourself so much grief by asking God for his will. Pastor Sam recently was talking about running ahead of God. Years and years as a young Christian, I used to run ahead of God. I don't want to do that anymore. So you want wisdom from the Lord. Now, look, faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. When we talk about walking by faith, there's a lot of things we just can't prefigure out. I believe in having a plan. But if the plan is from God, many times on purpose, he leaves big gaps in the plan. And we just got to wait till we get there. You just got to take that first step. Now look with me in James 1:6. Okay, now let him ask in faith when you're praying. You have to have faith. With no doubting. Do you hear that? You can't have any kind of doubting. For the one who doubts, he's like a wave of a sea that's driven, it's tossed by the wind. For that person must not suppose that he's going to receive anything from the Lord. That's really sad. There's some Christians that pray. They don't get what they're praying for because while they're praying, they're doubting that God is even going to give it to them. Did you ever think what God could do in your life? Let me show you how God works. Now, of course, I grew up doing farm work. If you could do this in the city, if you just plant one stalk of corn, it's going to give you 2 ears of corn. I love corn. I like eating it almost all summer. Okay, on each ear of corn, there's 100 kernels. So that means you get 200 kernels. Now, if you take those 200 kernels, this can all happen in one season, and you plant the 200 kernels, it will give you 200 stalks next year. That will give you 400 ears of corn. That will give you 160,000 kernel. It's kind of crazy. That's in one season from 2 ears of corn. What I'm saying is, that's how God does things. So you don't have any doubt because God can do unbelievable things. Now, here's the question. Do you want to succeed at what you're trying to do? You must harness the power of your belief through prayer. How do we show God we have faith? Prayer. I want you to pray. You're done listening to this. I want you to get alone with God. I want you to pray. Look at Mark 9:23. Jesus said, if you can, he's talking about believing, all things are possible to the one who believes. So the question here today is, do you believe? Now, if you do believe, this is what I want you to do. Dream big, dare to fail. Make your plans big. If it's from God, I want you to believe he's going to do it, but you have to pray by faith.